Today's lesson is on dividing integers. Yesterday we talked about multiplying them. We know that when we multiply a positive times a positive, we get a positive. When we multiply a negative times a negative, we get a positive. So if we're multiplying same signs, we get a positive. If we're multiplying a positive and a negative, we get a negative. Guess what? Since division is an inverse operation, the same rules apply. So let's look at these examples. 8 divided by 2. Now just remember, we can also write 8 divided by 2 like this. Remember, we discussed that all year long. 8 divided by 2, we know, is 4, because 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. Now what would happen if we had 8 divided by negative 2? So what we have to think about is what times negative 2 equals 8? What times negative 2 is 8? Well, we know 4 times 2 is 8. Positive times a positive is a positive. What do we multiply by a negative to get a positive? Well, that would be another negative. So negative 4 times negative 2 is 8. In other words, 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. Now, negative 8 divided by 2. We have to figure out what here is multiplied by 2 to get a negative 8. So we know that a positive times a negative is a negative. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. Therefore, negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And then we have negative 8 divided by negative 2. What times negative 2 is negative 8? And that would be 4. Just remember, all of these can be written in fraction form. 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4, or we can say here negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. Negative 8 divided by negative 2 is 4. So here are the rules. A positive divided by a positive is positive. That you learned in 3rd and 4th grade when you learned division. Now, negative divided by a negative is also positive. That's this case right here. And if you have one of each, either positive divided by a negative or a negative divided by a positive, our answer is negative. Same signs, positive. Different signs, negative. Now go practice.